this is Sibylla Mirage. Welcome back to my new channel. Today's video is going to be, if not the most, probably one of the most helpful videos on my channel. Yes, I actually did not want to film it at the beginning of my channel because I wanted to reach more people, but hey, Christmas is coming and I think it's gonna help some of you. And if you are after some wishlist VCA pieces, this video is for you. And what I'm about to share with you is gonna blow your mind. So let's go. I am very proud of myself because when I started investing in my style in terms of jewelry, I stuck to my wish list and did not deviate because I understood how expensive the pieces I was after were and did not want to go through selling them in the future. Not to mention I was dreaming about them for literally dreaming about them for quite a while, so to change my mind based on availability was never an option. I am very grateful for the carefully selected items I own and I'd like for it to stay that way, so I am again very glad I was able to stick to my wish list, and this video is going to help you do the same and score your dream VCA pieces without a long wait. Yep, so here are my tips based on my experience. Tip number 1. So most of the time when you are after a highly sought after piece from Van Cleef and Arpels, you will be told that the wait time is about 6 months, or that all VIP clients are on the wait list and want it, or that you need to pre-order it, pay full price, and then wait 4 to 6 months to get it. Ask the sales associate who's helping you to check the availability in your country. Sometimes they will say, oh, I know, I checked this morning, or I checked for another client, it's not available anywhere. Ask them to please check again. They will check for you, and if it's not available, fine. And if there is, let's say, one piece available in your country, your SA in a different state, for example. Well, I'm speaking based on US experience, so I don't know how it is in other countries, but like for example, if it's in a different state, they will then suggest for you to pay a full deposit, so pretty much pay for it, and they will transfer the piece over. Don't do it. Thank them, leave, and then call that store directly. Just ask for the city and the state, and then when you leave the store, call that store directly and purchase over the phone. If it is not on hold for anybody, and even if it is, and you are paying full price right now, if it's on hold but not paid for, they will sell it to you. And if it's on hold with a full deposit already down for the item, they will not, because it's already sold. But if the item is on hold but you're paying for it right now, they cannot hold it for anybody. Sometimes they still do, maybe for their VIP clients, but in my experience and from what I was told by not one but many SAs, because I don't shop at just one store, it's pretty much the same thing. If it's on hold and if there is a client with a full payment for it, they will sell it. They cannot hold it for anybody unless it has a deposit on it. And you will understand later in this video why not to give a deposit to your SA, why not to pay for it at a different store and have it transferred. You will understand why, and you will be shocked. So you call the store to purchase directly from them, you provide your credit card. It will take them an hour to do, like 40 minutes to an hour usually, to do fraud verification. Then they will process the payment. Then they will call you or email you to let you know that the payment was processed and that the item will be on its way that same day usually. Now on to tip number 2. Let's say the item you're after is unavailable and the waiting list is huge. Every day, just during your lunch break or in the morning, I know it may seem like a lot, but if you really want to stick to your wish list, and jewelry is really expensive, so you better, I mean, I don't know, but I respect money and I would not change my mind based on availability. Again, call customer support every day. They can check the online store availability, which usually you can see on their website, and they can also check stores availability. So they will check all of the stores in the US, for example, for the item that you're looking for. And let's say they tell you that it seems like one of the stores has it. They will then tell you that they will email that store, provide your contact information, your email and your phone number, and if the item is available and is not on hold and doesn't have a deposit on it, then the store will get in touch with you to make the sale. They won't. Ask the customer support for the state or the city, or just ask them directly for what store has it. Just ask them. Sometimes they will tell you, oh, it's, you know, New York. And then in New York, there are 2 stores. So you don't even have to ask. You just call those 2 stores and figure out by yourself. I'm referencing to New York because that's from my experience. But, you know, you can figure it out. Or you can ask them what city exactly, specifically, the store is at, in the city. And contact the store directly. Even if they tell you, oh, we're going to email them, you know, they will get in touch with you. Disregard that, because by the time they get to see that email, your dream VCA piece will be sold. So contact the store directly and buy it from the store right away. And again, don't be afraid to ask and be a little bit bold, because sometimes they don't want to check, they get lazy, they say, oh, this piece was unavailable for the past 6 months, we have a huge waiting list for it, it's not available online, it's not available anywhere in the stores. Just ask them to check. That's their job. They have to check, and of course they will, and ask for the store that has it. So now on to tip number 3, and it's based on my experience, and it's the most shocking experience I've ever had at VCA. So I hope it helps some of you. Let's say you call your VCA store. Let's say you call your SA and ask for a piece. And they say, this is a like mini tip within a tip. Let's say they tell you, no, we don't have it, like there's a huge wait list for it, I know for sure we don't have it. Ask them, please could you check again? And this happens more often than not. They're like, it shows we have 1 piece. Hold on, let me put you on hold and let me check. So then they put you on hold, they go and check in the back, and they're like, oh my gosh, we just got 1, and it's the only one in the country. And it happens very often. They don't know, they did not go through their inventory in the morning, or they think that it's on hold for somebody, or that it has deposit on it and they cannot sell it. So just ask them to check. Don't be afraid to ask. So that's the mini tip within the tip. Then when they have it, let's say they have it, let's say you can't get there right there and then, and it's a very rare to come by piece and the waiting list is huge again, it's gonna be sold within like hours, most likely. So you can do 2 things. You can either pay over the phone and have it wait for you or ship to you, or you can put it on hold for like 24 to 48 hours and run to the store to see it before you purchase it, because obviously it's, you know, jewelry is very expensive, especially from Van Cleef and Arpels. So you would want to see the item before paying for it, since stores do not issue refunds. They only give you store credit if you change your mind. So it's only fair that you want to see the piece before you buy it. So again, you can put it on hold and run to the store, or pray that it's still there tomorrow when you get there. Because this is my experience. I was looking for hammered rose gold vintage Alhambra earrings to match my hammered rose gold vintage Alhambra 10 motif necklace. Whoa, that was a mouthful. I cannot believe I know this all by heart. I'm like so cool now. And I called my store, Vegas store, my SA. I don't know why, I had a feeling to call them. And she says, you know what, we just got a pair from France today. And it's still like wrapped up and everything. And I'm like, oh my gosh, put it on hold. It was during shorter quarantine hours. They worked until 7 p.m. only. Now they work until 10 p.m. I think, everywhere in Vegas. But it was 7 p.m. they were closing, and it was 3:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I asked her to put them on hold. And she's the best SA in the world, like I feel like. And she is very honest and very transparent. And she told me, I will of course put them on hold for you, but, and the reason why I didn't want to pay for them on the phone and have them shipped to me from Vegas to LA, it's because I had a very bad experience with vintage Alhambra earrings in mother of pearl. I will film a video about that. And because the earrings I wanted were over $4,000, I wanted to see them first. I wanted to make sure everything was okay with them. So I told her, look, I am not going to put a deposit down for them. I want to see them. And she says, I totally understand, but I will put them on hold for you. But if we sell them anywhere in the country, we will have to ship them out. Let's say there is a client at a different store and their assay checks the system and sees that there is one pair of those earrings available in Vegas. They will take the full deposit and let the store know that we have a sale for it, and the store has to release the earrings and ship it as soon as they get that notification or email or a call. So she said that if they get sold anywhere, if there is anywhere a buyer with a full deposit for them, we cannot hold them. And this is the most shocking part of this video. Ready? She says that even if they don't have a full deposit, even if they don't have any deposit, period, and they just lie to us, there is no way for us to find out, and we have to send the earrings out. That's what she said. So let's say somebody wants to see the earrings before buying them and the assay really wants to make the sale. They can say, hey, I have a full deposit, or I have a deposit towards this item, send it to me, and there's no way to verify that. And they can just be bluffing and the store has to release the item. And of course, they will still sell those earrings, no questions asked, but this is the way it is. It's very shady. And she said in a kind of a joking manner that if another store calls and says they have a deposit, even if they don't, there is no way for us to verify that, and we will have to send them out. Just letting you know, so get here as soon as you can. So it was 3:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which I was very, excited about, because I was hoping, oh my gosh, I hope nobody, because it's kind of evening, because I was hoping that nobody in the evening will call and get them transferred somewhere. And because my assay left for the day at 4 p.m., I didn't call the store to verify whether they had the earrings, because I didn't want to tell other assays that they have those earrings even in stock, because my assay checked, she does the inventory, she did the inventory that day and she put them aside for me. So maybe nobody knew. Nobody saw them and nobody could offer them to other people. So I did not call. At 5 o'clock in the morning the next day I left, and I was there before the store opened, before 10 a.m. So I drove LA to Vegas to get the earrings that were the only ones in the US, and I do not regret it for 1 second. Here they are. Where are they? Here they are. I love them. And when I got there, guess what my assay told me? That they already have a full deposit towards the earrings, and she was supposed to ship them out before noon that day. So if I came within the next hour and a half, they would have been shipped out. So that's how quickly those items sell out. If it wasn't a pair of earrings but another item like a necklace, I would have definitely paid on the phone and have it shipped to me. And because I was there at 10 o'clock in the morning with my credit card, the earrings were mine. So some poor girl somewhere in the US paid for them and got the news that the item was no longer available. And this can be you. This is what I was referring to when I said that do not leave the deposit with your very nice assay who you love so dearly, or with any assay for that matter who just wants to make a sale. Do not place a deposit for any item. Call that store directly, because I am the person who gets these things. You put a deposit and I will buy it, or you put it on hold and I will get it, because it's a jungle out there and you need to be after your things and you need to be on top of it, because you lose, you snooze, right? You have to do what you have to do. Again, things that are on hold can be sold because they don't have a deposit on them. Things that have a deposit on them from a different store can be sold still at the store where they are located. I'm not saying you should go to these extremes like myself, but I just know me and I want a very curated collection of jewelry. And so far I have 11 pieces from VCA, and I love them so much, and I do not plan on buying anything that is highly sought after because God knows I wouldn't be making this video. It's shocking to me, since there are so many Van Cleef & Arpels related videos on YouTube, there are none about these tips and these secrets that, you know, are probably known to people who shop at Van Cleef. I'm sure I'm not the only one knowing these things. Don't deviate, guys. Just go after what you want, because it's like wanting your perfect bag. You always wanted Chanel Classic Flap, and then you go and buy YSL because it's cheaper and it's available now in the color combination, like let's say black and gold, like you always wanted your Chanel to be. But then you will never be fully satisfied. You will never be happy. You will still be dreaming about the Chanel, and eventually you will buy the Chanel, and then you will have two same colorway bags. That is just stupid. Stupid. Don't do that. Save your money. Save your money. Stick to your wish list. I'm gonna show them to you just because I'm talking about them. So this was very hard to get. It was impossible to find. The waiting list for this one was 6 months, and it was sold out everywhere in the US. And then I called Redoubt Drive store because, again, I had a feeling I should, and they got it in. I don't know whether it was a return or what. They said it's the only one in the country. And I did not want to have this one in yellow gold because my second piece, my very first piece, was this one, Sweet Alhambra necklace in carnelian. And then my second piece, which was impossible to find, also got it using the tips that I gave you. I called the store every single day, but I called directly the store in Costa Mesa. And they got it at some point. They got this one, hammered yellow gold and hammered rose gold. They had two of these. And I got the yellow gold. Because my skin has pink undertone, this looks very mustardy on me. I still use it every day. I really like it. But I wanted rose gold for tan motif, and I didn't want to buy the same color metal. So I got it in rose gold. And when I called Redoubt Drive store, I just had a feeling, I had a dream about this necklace. And the next morning, I called the Redoubt Drive store and asked if they have tan motif in hammered gold. I told them I don't care whether it's yellow or rose gold at that point, because I was looking for it for over 6 months and it was never available, and I was told not to even wait for it because it's never going to be available. Like, there are so many people wanting it and so many people waiting for it. So unless I pre-ordered it, it was impossible for me to get it. But then I called and Redoubt Drive said, yeah, we have one and it's in rose gold and it's the only one in the country. And I said, please hold it for like 20 minutes. I jumped in my car and I was right there and I got it. So that's how I got this piece. Again, don't wait on these things. Just don't wait. You need to act right away. This one, I already told you how I got this one. And then the earrings. And then for these, I drove to Vegas. And I'm very happy I did, because now I have a matching set. I'm not really into earrings. I'm more into necklaces, but I'm really into necklaces. Necklaces is my favorite thing. And I don't even layer them. I just really appreciate each and one of them and give them their own time to shine, if that makes any sense. But yeah, these are to match my tan motif in hammered rose gold. And then this is my third pair. Yes, it is my third pair of vintage Alhambra earrings in mother of pearl. Third. I don't have the other two, but this is my third pair. Guys, I hope these don't have the issues I had with my previous two pairs. I really, really hope so. And they're here to match this, and this was not hard to find. I know it's hard to find now. It's harder to find now. There's a wait list for it and you have to either pre-order it or whatnot. But when I got it, it was available. It was the last one at that store. I don't know if it was hard to find or not, but it was the last one at that store, and I got it because I wanted to match my earrings. These were the very first earrings I got from Van Cleef & Arpels, and I wanted the tan motif. See, I'm the type of person who, I'm just gonna say this in this video, and maybe in the future I'll come back to this topic, but if I want something like from Cartier, like I really wanted a love bracelet, I would not buy a thin love bracelet. I would do everything to save up and get the original, the one I wanted. So at the beginning, I kept the same mindset when it came to Van Cleef & Arpels, because I knew that I really wanted a tan motif at some point. And 10 motifs were really expensive. They are still very expensive, and they're much more expensive now than what I paid for them. Because the prices for these things will always be going up. It's like Chanel. You know, the prices will be going up, and right now, let's say you want a sweet Alhambra, but then you want a 10 motif, or you want a vintage Alhambra necklace, and then you want a 10 motif as well in the future. Just save up for 10 motif right now. I know it's hard. I know it's very, very hard, and it's very tempting to go and get something that you can afford right now. But if you do so, in the future, you will be so thankful that it's like saving money, because they go up in prices, what, 2-3 times a year? It's insane. So just reorganize your wish list and do the most expensive things as priorities. Let's say you want vintage Alhambra necklace and then the sweet Alhambra necklace. Get the vintage first, because this one is like what, 3,000 versus 1,500. So when this one goes up in price, it goes up in price what, $150, and this one will go up in price like, I don't know, $50 or $70. So in the future, you will just save more money. It makes more sense to me. So that's what I did. I got my 10 motifs first. The best time to shop is right after Christmas, like during New Year's, because that's when they get replenishments, and yeah, it's just easier to get what you want. So, but if you want it for Christmas, you need to start acting now. So I hope this video was helpful. If it was, or if you found it interesting, give me a like, subscribe, and what else? Comment down below what you want to see next, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!